Hi everybody, welcome to Thought of the Week. I'm Steve Rother from espavo.org. You know, we all are creator beings according to the group that I channel. And that's really a difficult thing to accept, that we actually create everything that we see. You know, quantum science actually is believing that more and more now. When an experiment is observed, it changes the outcome. Now, if you stop and think about that, that's really interesting, because if you have an experiment that's supposed to have no biases whatsoever and somebody's looking upon it, it automatically changes the outcome of that experiment. And this is true with quantum mechanics in particular. But it's really interesting to see, and quantum mechanics is simply the way things work inside of the atom. And you may think that that's different than the outside, but in reality, everything's connected more than we can possibly think. But if we understand that, and the group has even given the illustration that the very first time that you ever walk into a room, the atoms are flying everywhere and nothing is anywhere until you actually observe it. When you observe it, everything moves around to ground to give you what you're expecting to see. So being a creator being is not easy, and it makes it very difficult to understand. I have had more questions on that last example that I just gave you than I can possibly tell you. But the reality is, what if we took responsibility for that? What if we said, whatever we're seeing, we have created? And what if we learn to change our perspective? That's one of the big things that we work with in Lightmaster Group. The Lightmasters have been working for several years, not only on eye exercises and perception exercises, which we do every time we come together, but also on the larger aspect of taking responsibility for being a creator being. What that means, how that works, and how we learn to take not only responsibility for it, but we learn to use it consciously. We are creator beings. We create the reality around us. This week, take a look at everything you're seeing in your world and know that you've created it in some way. And if you're not happy with it, learn to look at it from a slightly different perspective. You'll see things in a new light. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Espavo.